Heather from Hia Booktubes, and today is the December anticipated romance releases that I am looking forward to personally, and I am seriously considering not continuing these videos into 2023. So if you really like these videos and want it instead of a different video, if you really want these anticipated releases because they put books on your radar, if you could please comment and tell me that, because if you all don't really want it, then I'm probably going to stop doing it simply because it's a fair bit of work and, you know, I could do a different video instead. But if this is exceptionally helpful for you, then I would be willing to continue it. So if you really want it, please do let me know. Otherwise, it's probably gonna go away, just to be honest. So December releases, I don't have a lot. I am going to start with November 30th. Okay, so this is the current anthology for Jackson, Mississippi. I believe it is part 1. I think that they ended up having too many books, or the stories were too long or something to have them all in one. So I think it is going to be 2 parts, but the first one is November 30th. The link will go live then. You can't pre-order it. It will be there on November 30th. And it is all going to 2 different charities. You can go to the website, which I will link in the description to see what they're doing, but it is Black romance by Black romance authors for Jackson, Mississippi. And all the money's going to the charities. Everything's being donated. The anthology is not themed, so you're getting new stories from the authors in their own worlds or whatever they wanted to write. So I know there's some that I'm really looking forward to trying. There's some that I already love. Katrina Jackson, Tasha L. Harrison, Dria Andersen all have stories in the anthology and were big parts of it happening. So I definitely do plan on buying it, and I think that is one that would be well worth your money, and the money would go to a really good place if you wanted to buy it as well. Then on December 1st, Lourdes and the Mafia by Aleera, Anaya, Ceres is being released, and this is a Why Choose the Underworld Demon Brothers romance, and it is not pronounced Lourdes, it's pronounced Lourdes. It is a Mexican name, so you know, she said that she doesn't blame anyone for saying Lourdes, but she did give a tutorial on how to say it, so that's how you say it. And I am hoping that I actually read this one in December. That would be good, but I've heard it's very steamy, very funny, and I'm looking forward to it. Aleera is a Mexican author, and she's an author that's well worth trying. Then on the 6th, Smoke and Steel, which is Wild West MC #2 by Kristen Ashley, is coming out. I did not love the first one of this. I did end up loving it eventually, but the first 70% of the book I was not really on board and kind of hated the hero a little bit. And if it had been an author that I didn't already know I loved as much as Kristen Ashley, I definitely would have DNF'd the book because I would not have had faith that we were going to get where I wanted us to go. But she did deliver that. So anyways, I'm a little nervous about this one. I did already pre-order it, so I'm not that nervous because I bought it. But you know, it's Motorcycle Club, it's Kristen Ashley, it's long, it's alphas, it's all the goodness. So obviously I'm looking forward to it. And that is what this is all about. On the 13th, I have Sweep of the Heart, which is Innkeeper Chronicles #5 by Ilona Andrews. I am very excited that they are releasing another book in this series. I will not be reading it right away. I'll be reading it in 2023, but I am very excited about it. This is a urban fantasy series, although it's lighter on the romance than a lot of their other series, and you have a magical innkeeper. Inns, like the magic inns are neutral ground, and the innkeeper has a lot of powers to defend that neutral ground. So you cannot attack a guest. They have amnesty. Like the innkeeper will go to bat for a guest, and it's very interesting premise. She has a romance with a werewolf that is her neighbor. I don't know what this book is about because we had 3 books about her and the werewolf, and then we got a book about her sister, and this is more sci-fi. It's a little bit different from Cate Daniels and Hidden Legacy, but it is Ilona Andrews, and Ilona Andrews writes greatness. So also on the 13th, Hero, which is Kindled #4 by Claire Kent, is coming out. I don't know anything about this because I have not read the first 3 books in the series yet, but is Dystopian. Claire Kent is one of my newest obsessions, so I was excited to see that she had a release right away and what was happening, and I was like, oh, great. So I will be getting to this series. I have a standalone dystopian that I want to read first by her, but I do plan on getting to the series, and there's another installment, so let me know if you've read anything in the series. Then on the 15th, I have Stolen by the Orc Commander by K.L. Wyatt. I saw this on TikTok. The cover immediately got my attention. It is an enemies to lovers monster romance. I am looking for more orc romances that I enjoy. So it was the cover, it got me. Here I am. And on the 20th, Goal by Alexandria House. This is a hockey romance, which I have not read a Black Love hockey romance yet. So I used to be a pretty big hockey fan back in the day, so I think that I will enjoy it. It will be exclusively on her site on the 20th, and then later on, who knows when, we'll move to Amazon. But authors get a lot more money if you buy from their site, so it's understandable when they do that. And on the 26th, ding ding ding, The Lone Wolf's Rejected Mate, which is 5 packs number 3 by Kate C. Wells, is coming out. We have seen the Lone Wolf in the other books, so I'm very much looking forward to reading about him and his mate. This was basically a one-night stand and he rejected her. It's because he thinks his wolf will literally try to eat her and she's not having any of it. So I love Kate C. Wells. I finished her backlist. So I'm really looking forward to her next release. I've been reading all of her new releases since I first found her last year, and I'm hoping to like absolutely adore this. Always looking for a new favorite, like I always want another high. So then lastly, on the 28th, For Her Safety, which is Night Brothers number 2 by Dria Andersen, is going to be out. This is the brother of the hero of the first book. They are panther shifters. He is, I think that his mate is going to be human, and I am unsure on this plot. But basically, he had a daughter that was taken from him. Like, I think he has a lot of issues with the mother of his child, and he has been trying to get her back. I think it's a human, and I know she was widowed, and it's her daughter, I think. So I think that she has been raising the daughter completely unaware that the biological father wanted to be involved. And they are going to mate and try to co-parent, and I think try to do things for the sake of co-parenting when they really don't want to have anything to do with each other. So I think that it's an adopted mother and not the biological mother, but truthfully, I don't really know. I am very confused on the exact dynamic that we're going to be getting, I guess. So Dria Andersen tends to write pretty low angst, low conflict shifter books though, so I don't think that it will be too much of that, but I am very curious to see exactly what this scenario is and how it plays out. So Black Love, paranormal, shifter romance. I always like panther shifters. I just find them particularly interesting, so I will probably be reading that as soon as it comes out. And that's it. That's all my books for December. Again, if you do want these videos every month, can you let me know, because otherwise this might be the last one. Whether I make the videos or not, you can always find out about releases in my Instagram stories. I usually share anytime I see a book that I'm interested in or talked about that is out or has a cover reveal or any of the things. So you can always get more information on my Instagram. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!